Hello everyone, Amir here. So a lot of gyms have started to open up. If your gym is not already open, they might open in the next few weeks. And we have been out of the gym for quite a while. I personally have been out of the gym for more than 3 months, and I didn't have the equipment to train the way I should have during this period. So today we're gonna go over some topics that will help you get back to training without putting yourself at a greater risk of injury. Detraining or reduced level of physical activity leads to decreases in muscle strength, aerobic capacity, anaerobic capacity, as well as leading to muscle atrophy. Small periods of detraining leads to small decreases, while larger periods of detraining leads to larger decreases. Therefore, we need to be cautious when we're gonna start retraining. According to the United States National Center for Catastrophic Sport Injury Research, the risk of non-contact sports injuries significantly increases following the periods of inactivity, especially if the workloads are not properly adjusted to meet the reduced fitness level of the athletes. And almost 60% of non-contact sport injuries happen during the period of transitioning back into the training following inactivity. This is because athletes are being exposed to excessive workloads immediately after return to training, and the workloads are being increased at a faster rate that is appropriate. So it is really important to be cautious and follow a properly designed program in order to get to that pre-training fitness level free of injury. Today we're gonna go through some guidelines that will help you achieve that. Now, the good news is that retraining can restore aerobic capacity, anaerobic capacity, muscle strength, and muscle mass. There is evidence that the myonuclei obtained with previous training will be maintained even under extreme muscle atrophy. A myonuclei is what you need for muscular growth. A greater number of myonuclei will facilitate restoration of muscular mass that was lost during detraining. And this is what a lot of people call muscle memory. So the first thing we can use in order to design a proper program for our retraining is the 50-30-20-10 rule. Based on this rule, we gradually increase our training volume in order to get to the original training volume pre-detraining. So the first thing we need to do is to calculate our original training volume. Based on this rule, we're gonna reduce that volume by 50% for the first week, by 30 for the second week, by 20 by the third week, and by 10 by the fourth week. And at the fifth week, we are back to our original training volume. So for example, if I used to run 1 hour every session before the detraining, now I'm gonna reduce that by 50%. So I'm gonna run for 30 minutes for the first week, and we're gonna do 40 minutes for the second week, 50 minutes the week after that, and 55 at the fourth week, and the fifth week I'm back to 1 hour. Based on this rule, the work to rest ratios would also need to be adjusted. So for the first week, we're gonna do 1:4 work to rest ratio. The second week would be 1:3, third week 1:2, and the fourth week would be 1:1. For example, if you used to do interval training and your work to rest ratio was 1:1 and you were on for 2 minutes, so that would be 2 minutes on, 2 minutes off. For your first week of retraining, you would do 2 minutes on, 8 minutes off. The second week would be 2 minutes on, 6 minutes off. The third week, 2 minutes on, 4 minutes off, and the fourth week would be 2 minutes on, 2 minutes off. This additional rest time is really important because it allows your cardiovascular system to deliver oxygen to the muscle and reduce the potential for muscle damage. The work to rest ratio for traditional strength training is much more than 1:4. However, this is the minimum for those who are engaging in high intensity, high volume training sessions. So the next thing that you can use in order to design a really good retraining program, especially for weight training, is intensity relative volume. You can calculate intensity relative volume by multiplying your sets, reps, and percentage of your RM or repetition maximum in decimal point. And an intensity relative volume of between 11 to 30 is a really good range for a retraining program. You can start around 11 and slowly increase it every week till you get closer to 30. And you can combine this with a 50-30-20-10 rule in order to design a really good retraining program. For example, I used to do 3 sets of 10 at 75% of my RM, which would give a 22 IRV. Now for the first week, I will do 11. For the second week, I would do 15. Third week would be around 18. And the fourth week would be around 20. And the fifth week, I'm back to 22. Now you can play with any of the variables to get a specific IRV. If you don't know the relationship between your repetitions and the percentage of your RM, I will leave some information in the description that will help you calculate the percentage of your RM based on the number of repetitions that you can do. If you're looking for a scientific exercise program that takes into account everything that we talked about today and is designed based on your body and fitness level and delivers the result that you want, make sure to check out our programs at meyp.com. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or want me to cover a specific topic, leave it in the comments below and I'll do my best to do that for you. That is it for this video. Hope you like it. Don't forget to subscribe and I will see you in the next one.